Here's some good news for job seekers. Hiring is starting to pick up. Caroline Ceniza-Levine is a career coach and founder of Six Figure Start. She's here to tell us what's really happening in today's job market. Thanks for joining us, Caroline.
Sure, thanks for having me.
So, we've had a couple of weeks of actually good news, little good news in the job market. Is that just because the census is hiring some people, or are we actually on the mend?
No, I actually started hearing good news from my recruiter colleagues, last summer, and then the pickup continued through the fall. And I think what's most interesting about what's happening now is that I'm hearing companies are hiring recruiters. And so what that means is that they're making a commitment to hire over the long term.
Wow, that is good news. So where are these jobs other than cleaning up oil spills?
Right. No, they're all over. I mean, I've heard of jobs in media, in nonprofit, in financial services, so even in industries that had been hard hit, coming back, absolutely.
We hear a lot about green energy. Is that just a myth, or is that actually a growing area?
No, it's definitely a growing area, and the great thing about growth industries is they naturally have to hire outsiders. So if someone's thinking about a career change and is thinking about what industries to go to, follow the money. So follow who's hiring.
So what advice do you have for these job seekers, whether it's somebody going to new industry or just somebody maybe stuck in old media who's having a little trouble getting a new job?
Right. So while hiring is picking up, it's still the employers that can call the shots. So job seekers still have to have very good job search technique. They can't just drop their resume and assume that someone's going to call them. They still need to go out, network, find those jobs, talk to people, present themselves well. So in these growing industries, they have to know the industry. They can't just say, I want to go into green and not have any idea if they're talking about manufacturing or marketing or whatever.
You say they have to get out there. I think one mistake that I hear about is people just sit in front of a computer screen and go to the job sites and they click on it and as you say, send their resume in. It strikes me that's a mistake.
No, absolutely. I think people are thinking that recruiters or, again, answering job postings are going to save them. It's less than 20% of hiring is through that. So the other 80, 85%, that's networking, really talking to people. So if you are spending all of your time on the job boards, that means you're leaving 80 to 85% of the market untapped.
Wow. What are some other mistakes that job seekers make?
Well, I think related to the networking is that they don't let people help them. So they don't tell people exactly what they're looking for. I mean, a good check of it is to think about your friends and family. Would they know when they heard about a good lead for you? Do they even know what you're looking for? Do they even know what you're good at?
I think that's a big mistake, people not communicating clearly enough what they need. One more question. In 2009, not surprisingly, it was the slowest year for growth in compensation in a quarter of a century. As somebody, if you get a job offer, do you think, thank heavens, I actually have a job, even though it's a lowball salary, or do you have any leeway in this sort of buyer's market to maybe push that compensation a little higher?
No, you absolutely have leeway. The best time to negotiate for your salary is when you get that offer. So it still is, it's very much like real estate where it's location, location, location. So it's an individual case. So if an employer really likes you, it doesn't matter if the market is flat. It's just about you and them at that point.
All right. Thanks so much for those insights, Caroline.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching.